And we're back! Hi, welcome back to our playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club, Part 2. So, now we had our meeting at the Literature Club, the first meeting with cupcakes and cute waifus. Yeah. And now I'm walking home with my good friend. Yeah, cuddle buddies. Okay, ready?
With that, alright, you narrator.
With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home.
Okay, wait, no, never mind. I was gonna say you should have a different voice for the narrator, but this is still your story.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I'm the same character.
Okay.
With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth.
My mind wanders.
My mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
What if you write a poem about all... What do you...
It's time to write a poem! There you go!
You legit write a poem?
Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
Oh, okay.
So, I guess you gotta pick words.
Okay, I'm a very dark writer, so I would pick very dark words, but you...
No, you do this. You write the poem.
Okay.
I'll let you write the poem. Because I don't know what to do.
Agonizing Inferno sounds wonderful.
Let's see.
Or agonizing. I think agonizing is a good way to start. Agonizing. I wish I could go back. Alright.
You know
Romance. Pure. Aurora.
Purr.
Papa. Pain Papa. Misery. Crimson. Ocean.
Interesting words.
Lust.
Puppy.
No.
Lust puppies.
Lust puppies.
Like slush puppies, but lust puppies.
Lust. Lust, unrestrained.
Oh.
Or lust. I kind of want to go with lust puppy, but I don't want to make it seem like I lust for puppies, because I do not.
I don't know how the game will treat it, so...
Eternity. Twirl. I really want to go silly, but I also want to go really dark.
Dark, yeah.
Twist. Depression. I think that works. Email pleasure. Memories. Atone. Together. Unrequited anime. Unrequited wrath. Uncanny essence. Infallible.
Alright, you got your words. It seems like you really were pleasing, what's her name?
Oh, it actually shows
Yuri, yeah. Yuri looking down there? You're pleasing Yuri.
I didn't know she was moving, so...
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, that sounds like something she'd like.
Yeah,
And
so...
I kind of was aiming for her.
Yuri, alright.
So.
Yuri, and then your, whatever, what's your close friend's name again?
What's her name? We've seen her name like 5 times.
We'll see it again. Oh, we just started the game.
Yo.
Well, you do the voices.
Okay.
The voices. And we'll get...
Hi again, Lexos. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. That was the last to come in, so everybody else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Alexis. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't... Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself really stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki tossed back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Alexos always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking.
I feel like you're doing like an Amy Rose kind of voice.
I don't. Okay.
She looks like Amy.
Listen,
like,
I didn't even notice until you pointed this out. I just saw anime girl, think really high-pitched voice.
Red thing in her hair. It's like Amy.
Okay, you just put the cursor on her boobs, but
No.
I think you're just like, girl.
Girl.
Maybe just,
and oops, it happens to go there. Yeah.
I mean, can you blame them?
Yeah.
Look at Yuri. She's like, it's like you want her to see.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's besides the point. All right, so let's go back to the story.
Yeah.
He helps me with busy work, without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy that it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Lexos can be good friends too.
Sayori.
Huh?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori?
Huh? Me?
Not really. Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Oh, she's so...
Sayori made it sound like a...
Oh, no, it's Yuri. It's Yuri.
Oh, yeah, whoops. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation.
Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy, no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out.
So oh yeah.
We have a book in here.
Yeah.
Here. I think there's something in this book. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Something in that book. Anyway. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read it. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. What is it? I enthusiastically take the book. I took the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club.
You can just put the book back. Or unless you want... No, I just hold the prop.
Well, leave it here, in case it becomes a prop. Alright.
Okay.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she is waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time I'd feel bad from distracting her from reading. catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
Crap.
I think she did crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But it only makes her hide her face deeper in the book.
I know how that feels.
Sorry. I was just spacing out.
Bless you.
Thank you. I muttered. I sneezed then too. Because I'm a human being. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so.
That's a book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just sweating. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me. I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Thank you.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the bed.
Where's the prop? Give me the prop. Portrait of Markov.
There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Yeah.
Where's my thing? That's got like an eye symbol on it.
What?
The thing. No, that's
Triforce.
no, like there's my thing for my Switch.
Oh yeah. This is an actual.
We're gonna put like a thing on
It's
there.
gonna be a Switch book.
A Switch book.
There.
There's the book with the eye.
Eye symbol
Eye symbol.
on the cover.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically,
Flip it this way, because you're reading the back.
Basically, it's just this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. Why do I feel like this is probably an actual story?
Why do I feel like this is like foreshadowing?
Yeah.
Like that there's a bunch of girls and there might be a dangerous situation, and that at some point you're gonna have to decide which of these girls you trust.
Yeah.
Keep reading.
Okay.
Look at this.
No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall
Oh my
apart.
god. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Dark turn came from nowhere. Jeez, they are not subtle with this. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Alexos?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. This is really starting to scare me. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag.
Here's the book.
The book. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry.
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. Like sharing music in a class, which I've had to do.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Didn't open it.
I didn't even open it.
Once we lead in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching.
Almost touching.
Yeah. It feels like my left arm's in the way, so I instead use my right hand. I can't do that and play the game at the same time. So.
Well, I'm supposed to be playing the game to begin with.
Nah, I'm just clicking to go forward.
Let go!
The right hand to hold the book open.
Yeah, right hand.
Just click. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here, I'll turn the page for you, dear.
Oh.
Whoa,
We got a different picture. There we go.
Why does it look like her hand is on her book? It's on her arm, though, right?
That's like her own arm. Her own arm.
No, I know, like she...
Her own arm is like this, and then she's holding her other arm like this. My hand, or Alexa's, is holding it like this. So...
But this arm, is it like this?
Yeah. Maybe underneath, yeah.
Okay.
She just has big boobs, so... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to do this right.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I'm just gonna hold it like this. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. So...
There's like scribbles in this book.
Yeah, right. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. The face you're giving is
Are you ready?
Huh?
To turn the page.
Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and her eyes meet. There's your eye right there. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Why are you holding the mouse when I can hold it?
I'm sorry.
Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. And so turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Gonna get snuggling soon enough. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. I can't do it with this book.
I don't know how to...
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. Just kind of dial, like I said.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment. There,
But
we'll
Alexis,
take the book out of here because we're reading
that's
it.
probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay,
Oh,
everyone.
Monica, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Just got cock-blocked
Cock-blocked by Monica.
by a wife.
Boo, boo.
But isn't she like the girl that you're like really like all gaga for?
I don't know. Maybe the character is. I don't know.
Well, that's what I mean.
Not me.
Like
She's just like super preppy and like just I don't know. Let's keep going.
I think it's about time we share today's poems with everyone, with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Oh,
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down.
I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not.
It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Close it.
Alright, you said alright.
Guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit.
Yeah, she sounds like the preppy, perfect girl.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with those girls. It's just, you know.
It seems like she would fit very well in with Mean Girls.
No, not necessarily. I mean,
Like
she sounds like
super
a great girl. It's just, you know, because you get your preppy and bitchy, but you also get your preppy and like they're like you hate them because they're actually really nice people and they're really sweet and they're just so perfect and it just makes you mad because you can't be like that.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's what she is, but we'll find out. All right, narrator. Please narrate.
Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly complies while reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Ooh, who do we go first? I'm almost like saying Yuri,
Yuri. All right.
but yeah, Yuri. Do Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads a poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Huh? What was that?
That sounded like someone says exceptional in Honey Pop. Who says it? Oh, it's the alien girl. She's
Oh, yeah.
Exceptional.
Yeah, because you know about all the planets and the stars.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah? What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Okay. Yuri first covers her mouth and ends up covering her whole face. Just imagine it, yeah.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. I actually have written a lot of poetry before in my life.
True.
I used to write my sister's poems for English class.
I just wrote in English class. I mean, I write stuff that's not poems.
I was only one poem. So.
I don't
Yeah, I write poems and songs in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I have a lot of experience. I am quite experienced, Yuri.
Go ahead.
Did I reread this?
Yes.
Okay.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
What? Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two words together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering's completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry.
That's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, me, or Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to hear my thoughts process behind it.
Share my thought
process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Yeah, it's like waiting for it. Ghost under the light.
Do you want me
The
to?
tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Clams breathe. Clams?
Calms.
Clams breathing air.
Clams.
Calms breathing air. Clams. I cannot say it.
Clams.
Clams are breathing in the present.
I think of SpongeBob.
But living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Ooh. Let's continue.
Did you even try to understand it?
I did, yeah. I got some of the ideas. The light and the hues and the ghost.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Yeah, I thought that the clams. But that's just me.
That's just you, yeah. It was clearly not. It was calms, not clams.
Clams. I just really want to.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I don't read script very often. Actually, I think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief. Bless you.
Thank you, Yuri. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Or you liked it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Exels.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn.
Well, that's me. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, sir.
No. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Alexos.
Me too.
Alexos.
Alright, let's take a break. We're over a half hour into this video. So
Okay.
we're going to wrap it up here, part 2. And part 3, we're going to show it to one of these other 3 girls. So, see what happens, see what they think. See what the waifus want to discuss.
Well, we would talk to the darkest person there. So I
Yeah.
can't wait to see how everyone else is going to react.
Yeah,
Considering
right.
it's kind of dark.
And then we kind of wrote it. Or that you inadvertently wrote it, like, more preferential to Yuri. I don't know what Natsuki's going to think.
Yeah. Probably
They're
like,
like,
oh my gosh, what is
this
this garbage?
sucks.
Alright, well,
Alright,
we'll cut it here.
see you later.
Yeah.
See you part 3. Bye-bye.